Hi, my name is John Conan, Superintendent of Stevensville School District. Today, I have a short presentation and story for you about the renewal of a technology levy that's coming up. We have a vote on May 5th, 2026, and ballots will be mailed out April 15th. We have a story we'd like you to take part in and see if you can find all of the technology in our story. This is the Overstory of a 5th grade student. After missing the bus and coming in from the winter chill, the secretary notices a 5th grader she recognizes on the camera, who's showing up to school an hour after school starts. As he walks into the classroom, he's welcomed by a substitute teacher. The 5th grader arrives in the middle of an ELA lesson, sees that the substitute teacher was doing a direct instruction lesson from the New Line board, and also gives the substitute his lunch count. The 5th grader is worried about missing the first portion of the lesson as his grade hasn't been good since his parents last checked. Once the lesson ends, the substitute teacher looks ahead to the next lesson and realizes she doesn't have the login information needed to access the video. She quickly messages the classroom teacher to request access. After doing the hands-on portion of the ELA lesson, the 5th grade student grabs his Chromebook. He knows the routine. The next portion of the lesson is tailored to each individual student using the online platform IXL. At the same time, the 5th grader notices that the Title I teacher is pulling students to assess their reading skills with some sort of assessment on the Title teacher's laptop. The 5th grader also sees a custodian cleaning up after a student who was sick on the floor. Just another day in the life of a 5th grader. Please pause the video and write down every single technology piece that you heard in the story. Did you hear? This is our understory. Edulog, which is our bus route software where the students showed up late to school. Did you hear about that we had a substitute in the story? So we use Frontline to help with hiring and recruiting, and also with substitute management. Also, the employee that was regularly scheduled teacher in that classroom was absent as well, and we use Frontline to do the employee time and attendance. Also, they were doing an English language arts lesson, which is Amplify in the elementary, and there was online curriculum that the student was using and the teacher. As well as, did you hear that the title teacher was using some type of assessment on her laptop to be able to assess a student? We use the platform called mClass. Then both the teacher and the substitute teacher are paid, and we use Black Mountain software for payroll and absence tracking. Then the student got onto their own Chromebook when it was time to work on individualized learning through the IXL platform. We use this in both reading and math, and we use it in kindergarten, actually ELP, all the way to 12th grade. Also, we used Google Workspace and Google Voice in the story. We use a lot of the Google software products, as well as the student came into a warm classroom. We have electro controls, which controls the heating in our schools. Also, you heard that a janitor came and cleaned up after a student was sick. We have a work ticket system called School Dude that helps since we have over 1,000 students on campus here. We use a software platform called School Dude. Next, did you hear that students were using Chromebooks and the teacher was using a laptop? This is only about 15 to 20% of what we actually pay for our technology across the board. But we do have Chromebooks and laptops that we rotate. In fact, we rotate them in and out every 5 years. Industry standard is about 5 years. After that, a lot of our Chromebooks and laptops are no longer supported by the companies that we purchase from, and so we rotate them out every 5 to 6 years. You also heard that they had information that was being posted from for learning up on the New Line board, and we rotate those about every 9 or 10 years. And lastly, you did hear them talk about attendance, and the parents were checking grades. Parents have the ability to use Infinite Campus to keep up to date with how a student is doing academically. as well as whether they're at school or not. Infinite Campus is our platform where we store all of our demographics, and it's important that we track everything for our school in Infinite Campus, as we have to report out to the state and federal government on several different things, and that's how some of our funding is paid for our materials. The understory is what's happening to our fifth grade student. What we have on this list, some of it is paid for with general fund dollars and some of it's paid for with technology funding. Our technology levy is only $75,000 right now in the elementary and $75,000 in the high school. That's why we are asking to renew these levies. It's not a new levy, but when we look at all of the platforms that are in our Overstory, there is a definite split between some of them that are paid with general fund or title funds or transportation, as well as with the technology levy funds. And we have found close to around $400,000 that on top of our $75,000 for what is spent on all these different platforms that we use, as well as hardware across our district. Many of our safety and security products are also on this list and should be on this list that we pay for with general fund and with technology fund levy dollars. So we're asking for people to vote on May 5th. Again, I'm not telling you how to vote. I am telling you hopefully that you do vote, and there is an investment that you can see that we use technology in so many other areas in our school rather than just Chromebooks and laptops. So we are looking forward to hearing from you. If you have questions or comments, please get a hold of us and we will answer them as best we can. Thank you.